guys! Alright, so today I am here to do my 33-week bump date. I'm actually 33 weeks, 2 days today, so this is a little bit late, but Jonathan ended up getting a little bit of a stomach bug, and so we've been doing nothing the past couple days, and I've been exhausted. Okay, so as far as symptoms go, for week 33, I have had lots and lots of back pain. My belly's definitely weighing me down a little bit now, and just, you know, getting that arched back, and it's definitely uncomfortable. So I have back pain mixed with sciatic pain, and some days, guys, it looks ridiculous when I'm walking. I probably look like I've been on a horse all day, and I'm walking like I've been on a horse all day. I have that pregnancy waddle down now. Another thing that I have been forgetting to talk about, so this really isn't specific to this week, it's been the past couple weeks now, I have started to produce colostrum, which is exciting just because things are starting to work and all that. I'm leaking a very, very little bit, nothing crazy, but same sort of thing happened with Jonathan. But you know, it's good to know that everything's trying to transition to breastfeed again, which is awesome. Also, along with that, my nipples are so sore lately. I have to stay in the shower like this because I don't want anything touching them. They hurt. I can't handle it. Another thing this week is that I have been burping constantly, and it's so gross, but I have so much just gas like in my chest. And as soon as I lay down at night, I just burp and burp and burp, and I'm like, this is really ladylike. I guess it's good James isn't here because I'm not trying to impress anybody. So in the morning when I wake up, I'm not usually swollen at all unless I ate, you know, like a ton of salty stuff the day before. But by the end of the day, you can definitely tell in my ankles and my feet that they're a little more swollen than normal, and it's nothing crazy, but just a little more swollen. So she's getting big in there, and I can tell. I think on my Ovia app it said she's probably somewhere around 17, 18 inches or something like that, and somewhere between 3.5 to 5 pounds, or I don't know, so I think I'm just making up stuff right now, but so she's pretty big, and she is shifting my belly all over the place, and I see feet move across and arms move across, and it just feels like there's a little alien in there, and I still love it so much. I still think it is the greatest feeling ever. Even though sometimes it is a little uncomfortable, it's still the greatest thing in the whole world to me. People have also said that I have dropped, which kind of had me concerned because I was having all those contractions, and I'm like, no, she can't come out early. Like, A, she has to wait till James comes home. B, I can't do another NICU baby. I mean, I could, but I'm just hoping and praying we don't have to do the whole NICU thing again. So when people are like, oh, it looks like she's dropped, I'm like, no, don't drop. Even though I know dropping doesn't really indicate anything, but you know, I was like, no, don't drop me, hold her up. But as far as the contractions go, this past week they actually haven't been bad at all. Not nearly as bad as they were the couple weeks before. So I'm thinking maybe that I was just really stressed out from traveling, and maybe that was causing them. You know, it's a lot more relaxed once we're home in our own environment, doing our normal routine, even though that doesn't mean I'm not stressed out at times. But, you know, it's totally different than traveling all over the place and being in new places with a toddler who's not used to this stuff, and sleep routines and everything that goes with it. So maybe that was causing them because it hasn't been nearly as bad. So this is something that's very strange for me, and I don't remember experiencing this at all with Jonathan, but I'm having an issue a little bit with being okay with how I look pregnant at this point. With Jonathan, I just was like, I don't want to say I just thought I was so beautiful pregnant, because it wasn't like that. It was just, I mean, I was very confident and comfortable being big and pregnant, and this time I'm not. I'm feeling more self-conscious and uncomfortable, which is silly because this is such a miracle and such a blessing, and this is exactly what we wanted and what I wanted. But I don't know if it's because, you know, I was probably in the best shape of my life before I got pregnant this time, And I don't know if it's just hard for me to transition from that to being seemingly very out of shape and just larger and nothing fits right. You know, at the end of pregnancy, things get a little weird. So, yeah, it's something that just seems silly, but it is something that I'm kind of dealing with at this point. Another thing that is going to seem really crazy, probably, but something else that I can't stop thinking about is that, you know, we're going to have a newborn here in about 6 weeks. And less than 6 weeks now, oh my gosh. But, you know, as long as everything goes fine and she's born healthy and all that stuff and there's no NICU time, you know, we're gonna have this newborn. And we really didn't get to experience that newborn phase with Jonathan because he was in the NICU for the first 6 weeks of his life. And I'm starting to question myself, like, do I even know what to do with a newborn? Because I don't know. I didn't really take care of a newborn. He was hooked up to so many machines, and, you know, there were nurses and everybody else who was doing most of his care, because we really couldn't do much for a while, that I don't even know what to expect. And one of my biggest things that I'm worried about is breastfeeding, which seems so stupid because I breastfed Jonathan for 16 months. But as most of you know, if you followed our journey, he was on a feeding tube. He took bottles first. It was all pumped, expressed milk. And eventually we ended up using a nipple shield to transition him to breastfeeding. And then we had to wean from that. And then he just solely fed from the breast without a nipple shield or anything like that. So, you know, we had a lot of big obstacles in our breastfeeding journey, but I don't even know how to get a newborn to latch. I don't even, and I know this probably sounds so stupid because I'm sure I'm gonna figure it out, but I'm just sitting here going, I don't know how newborns work. I don't know how it works. I feel like a first-time mom all over again. So it's just so ridiculous, I know, but something that I can't stop thinking about. But you know what, guys? That's pretty much it for 33 weeks. Nothing too crazy is going on. We're hanging in there. Baby girl seems to be doing really well. I think after this next appointment, I might be going to every 1 week appointments. So my next appointment is next week. And yeah, I mean, we're getting to the last couple weeks. It's so crazy. Gifts are starting to come in for the shower for people who can't make it. And, you know, her nursery's coming together and everything's just coming together and it's getting incredibly real and incredibly exciting. So I just can't wait. I mean, I can wait, but, you know, so excited. All right, guys, let me go ahead and show you my 33-week bump. That is it for my 33-week bump and bump date. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm thinking about you, I'm praying for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.